Alright guys, what's going on? So, two trades today. I traded ANW. I took this pre-market for a breakout of this wedge. I took 2,000 shares and was selling into resistance. Great trade. And then another trade on the SPY options. And I lost $40. Now, it's kind of frustrating because it ended up working out in my favor. And I got stopped out too early. Now, normal me gets pissed off and starts to revenge trade and do all this other stuff. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to learn exactly what happened here and do it properly the next time. And I figured it out. Here, let me turn my webcam up, the brightness. So I figured out what I did wrong. I'm going to talk about it at the end of the video. If you guys are into options at all, it'd be really cool if you just kind of stayed around and listened. You might learn something. If not, that's fine. You can just look at the day trade here on ANW. So let's pull up the video. What's going on? I got to re-record something really quick, guys. Before we get into the trades, please help me get to 500 subs. We're almost there. I'm going to do a live stream at 500. Hit that subscribe button. Smash it. We're almost there at 500. So if you could do that, I would so appreciate that. And I'm going to have a link to my Discord in the description below. We have a lot of cool, useful stuff in here. We're talking about like what we're trading on the day. I always upload my annotated charts. A lot of other people upload their charts too. Like this guy's uploading his. Jake's uploading his. Reese or Rice. Like, it's not just me. Shaz didn't have a good day the other day, but you know, he uploads these. I guess this one isn't really annotated, so it doesn't help as much. But like when I upload my trades, I always annotate all of them. I show the profit loss on it, so it would be really useful for you guys. You don't have to join if you don't want, but that'd be kind of cool. The description is in the link, or the link is in the description down there. So let's get back to the trades. We'll see what happens here. I started the recording after I bought. So, look, I took 2,000 shares here for the breakout, kind of. It wasn't really a wedge. It was more of a flat top breakout. So there's a line here that we are trying to break through. We have some big bids. So this would be my stop. Now, I did get filled late. I remember trying to get filled at 45, but I ended up getting filled at 48. Now, 3 cents, I would have added around $60 of profit and reduced my risk by that much too, because my stop here is at 40, where this guy is. So, I mean, sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get stopped out. Sometimes, you know, you fumble on your hotkeys and you get filled late. I wasn't just going to bail out simply because I got filled late, because I still saw it happening. So anyways, we're making higher lows here, as you can see. Here's a low. Here's a higher low, and then now a higher low. So pressure is kind of building in this wedge, and it was about to break out to the upside. So 2,000 shares. Maybe that was too many shares, but I said, you know, let's do it. I'm willing to lose $100 if I got filled at 45, but I didn't. But anyways, that's fine. So the pressure builds again, and finally we break out here. And I'm looking for like, I think I was looking for around 54, because there's a seller here at 55 of 2,000 shares, and I wanted to get my shares out. Let's look here where I got filled. Okay, so we break out, and we're instantly at 58. So I put my shares down one at 57, 56, 55. I'm just trying to get filled. I thought we would maybe get right to 60. But that didn't happen. I'm starting to get bought up here at 55 for like a 7 or 8 cent winner. It should be 10 cents, but remember, I got in late. And why is my camera so dark again? It's like pitch black outside. It's about to rain. So let me turn this up for you again. Sorry. There we go. So anyways, I just keep moving my shares down, and I get them filled actually at 53 because I don't update this order. That's why it's kind of like this yellowish instead of a white. So I get filled there at 54 for a full 1,000. And then I bail it on the way down on the bid as I see some weakness here. I don't think it's going to break through high of day. It does end up breaking through high of day, but, you know, whatever. Or does it? No, it doesn't. Actually, it gets right too high of day at 260, and then it falls off. So that was that. Now let's go over this options trade. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll explain it on here, not in the video because it's way easier to show. So I have a different options setup, an options layout. There it is. So I already marked where I got in and out. You can't see it down here. It's behind my camera. If I move, I don't really want to move the camera. I'll move it over so you can see. There is where I sold. On the right side, you can see 56. Where's my buy? My buy here is at, just so you know I'm not lying. Not that anyone thinks I'm lying or whatever, but anyways, that's my buy over here at 57 cents. So I lost 2 cents or $40. So this would have been another pretty big trade if I had just held on. Maybe like a couple $100, at least like 400. I only took 10 contracts, that's it. So what I was doing here, okay, this is the options part of the video. If you guys would rather not listen, then this is your cue. If you don't care about options, then I don't know if you'll find this interesting. Anyways, so this is what I was looking at. So on the daily, on the SPY, I saw this wedge, it was kind of this wedge that was forming to the downside, right? So there's tip number 1 that we're probably going bullish. Tip number 2 was a very high volume hammer candle, which is also bullish. So there's sign number 2. Sign number 3 was the next resistance level we had that I saw was it right? Sorry, let me mark something here. Was right here on the daily. This was my target. So I knew our next resistance here was around this level. If you look, yeah, it's exactly right there. You can see down here it says 281 or 284.17. So 284.17 is right here. So all I saw in the morning was this. I saw this level here, the breakout spot. Now this was my mistake. I bought for this breakout, so we broke out, and then I bought. I already marked it where I bought here. You can see at 937, and this is 937. I bought in here, and my mistake again was I was using an intraday level when I should be using more of the daily levels. So we got. Where is it? The level here I was using was too high. This is a breakout spot. This is a spot of resistance, not of support. Because look, we tapped it, we came back down. We tapped it, we came back down. We tapped it, and we finally broke out. So that acts as resistance. I shouldn't be using that as a buy signal. So I thought I was buying the dip, so to speak, when we came back down. When in reality, we came back down and instead retested the open, which was right here. This was the spot to buy when the contracts were 51 cents or 53 cents rather than 57. So a tiny mistake like that in your entry and it costs you everything. So I stopped out at 55. If I entered at 53, I wouldn't have stopped out. I can tell you right now, I would not have stopped out. I would have seen the whole trade through. But the reason I couldn't see the whole trade through was that I had kind of a crappy entry. And then as it came back up and it failed what I thought to be a failed breakout through this level and it was coming back down, I lost sight of the bigger picture. And I got stopped out. I got stopped out right here on this wick. I remember it. It like flashed through my stop. It kind of bounced back up, and then we kept riding this trend line. I didn't take into account this amazing looking trend line right here. We're on this moving average right here, which isn't as important, but it's just showing an uptrend. It's showing higher lows and higher highs. And sure enough, right after that, we kept going and we went all the way to my target of, I was going to sell at 284 because I didn't know if we'd make it all the way to 217. I liked the number 284, so I might have either sold in here or somewhere in here. So I would have had a nice winner. And so it sucks, but like I want to learn from it. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, like the market took my money and screw the market. And I was pissed off. I almost took some revenge trades, so I'm even happier about that. You can see, I can't remember if I already showed you because I've recorded this like 3 times now from screwing up. I'm still up on the day, $115. So normally this would be like a minus couple hundred day because I got upset and I overtraded this, but I said no, I screwed up. I'm going to analyze it and I'm going to fix it. So again, my mistake was using a level of resistance as a level of support. Otherwise, it was a beautiful trade. Now, what else can I say about this? Not much. Like I said, you just have to have the patience, and I don't have the patience for options, but I'm learning. So the trend line was another kind of indicator of being bullish, and a sign. You can buy options on any time frame, right? You could be buying all the way back on this trend line here for the break of somewhere up here, or you can buy on a week's or month's time frame. I was buying intraday, and my plan worked, but it worked without me. So that's the reason it didn't work, and hopefully next time I can capitalize on it. You can see here, so I was in at 57 and out at 55, and we're up here at 86. So that is, from my entry here, that's a 50% gain. Now, I probably wouldn't have, or I definitely would not have had all of my contracts all the way up here, but I would have had them for the 20 to 30% gain. Can you see it behind the camera? Yeah, 20 to 30% gain, and it made it all the way up to 65. So that's what I learned today. Hopefully I didn't ramble too much. And yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys tomorrow.